What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be discussing the rest of the stories that I've not been able to catch up on in the NASCAR world. Let's just get into it. So we're going to unfortunately start this episode of Roundup in a very, very bad series. So Matt Tiff provided a health update for us a couple days ago, and here is what Matt Tiff had to say. A lot of you have been asking now how I've been doing lately. Usually I'm a very upbeat, positive person, but this health issue from the procedure has really put me in my mental toughness to the task. As all of you know, on October 26th, I suffered a tonic-clonic seizure at Martinsville. This did not faze me all that much, but did bring up some anxiety and fear. But it generally subsided quickly. This was in large part due to Jordan and I planning our wedding that was coming up on December 7th. Luckily, I had seemed to restore to great health and had seemed to return to normal through this time. Unfortunately, on our honeymoon, I suffered another seizure on December 12th. This one rocked me pretty badly as I was conscious for a lot more of the convulsions, and it really had taken everything in me to return to feeling somewhat normal after this would haunt me of remembering the experience. Anxiety, PTSD, fear, or whatever you call it, of the seizure has played through my head nearly every day. Luckily, these last few weeks I've finally seen improvements after going to therapy and trying to rewire my brain. It started off really rough, which I could hardly leave my house without having intense anxiety and panic attacks by having another seizure, which I have never had in my life before. I'm committed to rewiring my brain and to restoring my mental health. I've never suffered a mental illness before, even with the brain tumor in 2016 and for a seizure. I never had these effects. I never knew how debilitating it could feel to live with constant fear and anxiety. But now I do see a light is that it's getting better. However, as I continue with this road to recovery with these issues and finding answers, I just want to make it known that my deepest sympathy goes out to those who deal with these issues on an everyday basis. And I can't thank my wife, family, and friends enough for their continued support. Matt, I just want to say, man, I wish you the best of luck. It's not good news to hear from Matt Tiff that he had another seizure in December. I just want to say this, Matt. I wish you the best of luck, man. I hope you get better because I would like to see you back in NASCAR in some sort of capacity. To see what he's gone through, especially the last couple years. You know, he had his tumor in 2016 and dealing with this other stuff. It's just a shame that Matt isn't able to race at this moment. I'm hoping he can come back, but I don't know. I really don't know. His future in NASCAR might be done for a long time. We may never see him again racing. But Matt, I wish you the best of luck. Get better, man. Now to the next story. Chad Fincham will be attending this year's upcoming Daytona 500 with NBA Motorsports. He will drive a second car for the team in the number 49. The car I'm putting up on the screen, I would say the car looks it looks okay. It's not the most pretty car I've ever seen in the world, but it's not the worst thing I've seen. It's just okay. Let's be honest. I'm not expecting much, but again, they will have to qualify for the Daytona 500 because they are not locked in. Both cars are going to have to qualify in, not just the 66 Timmy Hill, but the 49 Chad Fincham will have to qualify in as well. Now to the next story. Speedy Cash has expanded their partnership with From Home Motorsports. They will sponsor John Hunter Nemechek at Las Vegas, Kansas, and Talladega, among other races. These are just a few of the races that have been listed, but I'm expecting there to be more races that they will sponsor John Hunter Nemechek. They will also be an associate sponsor for Michael Medell and John Hunter Nemechek. Last year, they sponsored John Hunter Nemechek for the final 3 races of the year when Matt Tiff, unfortunately, was out of the car due to his seizure. They came on and sponsored John Hunter Nemechek at Texas in those few races, and John Hunter Nemechek led them to a 21st place finish and a couple top 25 finishes at those last 3 races. So we'll see what John Hunter can do. I think John Hunter will actually surprise a lot of people. I think a top 25 in the standings is very possible for John Hunter Nemechek. General Motors will open up a technical center in Charlotte. It'll be a 75,000 square foot facility. They are going to attempt to expand GM's performance and racing capabilities, and it is expected to be open by mid of 2020, so the middle of the 2020 year. Very interesting that General Motors is opening up near the It is actually going to be really close to the Hendrick Motorsports facility, so they're going to be really close to the Hendrick area. Very interesting. A lot of people thought years ago, not that long ago, the GM was thinking about possibility of pulling out of the sport entirely within the next couple years. They were going to pull out right away, but they were thinking about pulling out by like 2024, 2025. I think those have just went out the window. I think that they're going to get better. GM was looking better at the end of last year. He had 2 cars make the final 8 last year, 2018. They did not have anybody. I think only had 1 car make it to the round of 8. So maybe we'll see 3 or 4 cars in the round of 8. But I'm expecting Joe Gibbs to dominate a lot more. But yeah, pretty cool the GM's coming in trying to expand their race capabilities. Because let's be honest, they were not been good the last couple years, but they were getting better. But we'll have to see how much better they do get. Stephen Light has joined MBM Racing on part-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He will run select races this upcoming season, starting at race 2 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Stephen Light's a pretty good, solid driver. I think he's going to do decent. I think he'll get the team some pretty good finishes, but let's see what Stephen Light can do. Kaz Grala will be returning to the number 21 Richard Childress Xfinity Series ride for this season on a part-time basis. He will join Anthony Alfredo and Maya Snyder this year. That means he'll have a few more races filled up. That 21 ride looking to be more of a full-time ride as more drivers get announced. Again, though, that 21 ride will not be competing for a championship, an owner's championship, maybe, if these guys can do well in it. But we'll have to see what happens with that 21 team. But Kaz Grala, I think, could do really, really well. I think he'll be, in my honest opinion, probably be the strongest one who drives in this car. Kaz Grala is a very talented driver. It's a shame he can't get a full-time ride somewhere. But he's been really, really well when he's ran for Richard Childress. And I think he's going to do really well again in the races that he runs this upcoming season. The final story to cover is we're going to finally get into the Indianapolis road course test talks. The last couple days ago, Matt DiBenedetto drove the number 22 Xfinity Series ride at testing the 22 car at Indianapolis, just testing a road course. For those of you who know, about a week ago, it was announced that the Xfinity Series will be running the road courses. Now, Matt DiBenedetto has been testing the 12-turn road course and the 14-turn road course. And here is a quote that Matt DiBenedetto had to bring up. It has been fun. I'm already jealous of these Xfinity guys, just how cool the race is going to be and how good their show is going to be that they are going to put on. Very interesting comment from Matt DiBenedetto. Now, I think that the race could be very interesting because not only do I think the racing is going to be much better because I think the Xfinity Series puts on a lot of great races on the road courses, but there's a lot of intrigue. There's a lot of possibilities we might get some IndyCar guys running this race. What about James Hinchcliffe? There's been rumors of him possibly running it. What about like Scott Dixon running this event? What if Chip Ganassi runs one certain event and it's the Xfinity Series race at the road course? I am very excited for this Xfinity Series race at the Indianapolis road course because I think I'm very interested because there's a lot of unknowns going in this race. How good the race is going to be. I think it will be a very, very strong race. I think you got a lot of good drivers going to run in this race. You got some good road course races, of course. I think there's possibly road course racers coming to this event, maybe like a Jack Hawksworth. And then you look at it, it makes Indianapolis exciting. And I have not been excited for the Indianapolis races in quite some time. And I am very excited for this race at Indianapolis. I'm not as excited about the Brickyard 400 being on the 4th of July, but I am glad that Roger Penske is being able to bring something new to the table and something exciting. It's very exciting and very fresh. So, those are the stories that I need to catch up on. So, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on so you can be notified if a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links in the description below that. And comment below your opinions on the video. What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.